This is the Men's Conference, the ultimate guide to guy wisdom.
You might find out that umfazi yagcina esengenye deputy husband.
Incedise when we voyage kan.
What is it?
Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Emmanuel, and this here is the Men's Conference, a space where we get to talk about anything and everything to do with men, mental health, and general well-being. One of my greatest fears as a relatively young person is spending so much time pursuing a career so that I may be able to form or establish a good space for my family to live in and enjoy the best that the world has to offer in terms of shelter, food, clothing, and so on. And I feel like if it so happens that I focus a lot on my career, I'm going to wake up one day and I'm old and all my best years are gone. So this is what has brought me to have a discussion today about the dynamics of pursuing a career and investing in a family and keeping it together, which is why I say that a good career can be a blessing and a curse. You want to provide everything for your family, and to do this, you must get the best paying job, travel, or stay away from your family just so you can give wife and kids the best life. And also letting an opportunity to make loads of money could be dangerous, especially when there's no money in the home and your partner starts to grumble and begins to look elsewhere. So I have two gentlemen who were kind enough to share their thoughts as husbands, as family men, and also career people about the dynamics of going away to pursue a career, or in fact spending a lot of time on your career while your family suffers or your family misses you. But now the crazy part is, for you to feed your family, you need to work hard and make sure that you give as much time to your career.
Family and career, let me put it this way, they are not friends. They are enemies of some sort. Not all the time. Maybe sometimes it depends on the kind of partner that you have in family or in a marriage setup. But otherwise, every time, family will demand your time, career will demand time,
And age as well. Remember, the more younger you are, the more earlier you get married, the more you want to be. You have to be with your family. They need you most when you are still young, so that you cement the relationship.
make memories.
Now, if you are young and you live here, she can have another something else. Not because she wants to cheat, but she's forced to. Or maybe you don't want to cheat in Cape Town there, but you are forced to by circumstances.
To have someone.
And you now the family
On account of your career, it's the career now that has become, like I said, marriage and career enemies. So you have a career that wants you to be all over the world, but you are supposed to be stationed somewhere with a family.
A career is a source of income, and this is what feeds the family. But the same career pursuit can break your family apart, and I don't understand how some people do it, which is what brought me to come and speak to people actually living this experience, what they have seen, what they've experienced, and also how they reckon this can be best dealt with.
The unfortunate thing in all of this is that not all marriages would survive because you sacrifice career. Right? Sometimes you will sacrifice the career and still go on to lose the marriage, because the career, obviously, your career is your source of income, so to speak. So half the time when your source of income suffers, other aspects of your life suffers, particularly family, because now you can't fully provide for your wife, for your children, and home. So obviously tensions will develop within the family, the same family that you sacrifice career for. So, like I said, it's a delicate balancing act that it's never a one size fits all.
Yeah.
And what works for you might not work for me. So it's very tricky.
And remember, long back, our dad used to go a goalie, stay there for 2-3 years, find the family step away. But now it can't happen because our mothers were more stable than ourselves today.
Yes.
So it's now the time again, the years, the period we are living in. Things have changed. It's not a global world that we think. This global world destroys families. The globalization. So most of the time, the families are destroyed by career more than the career being destroyed by the family.
Social and economic advancement has changed the way that we operate and how far we're willing to go to make sure that our families' lives are comfortable. Physical presence. I believe that a family was established based on a physical bond, and that physical bond must carry on into being present and not being a stranger to to your family. You are the guy that's providing, but now nobody in the home actually knows who you are as a father, as a friend, as a husband.
I'll ask a simple question, I think, to sort of wrap this up. Why do you want a career? Why would somebody want a career? A good career?
Your main aim is to have the family well. So you need a good career to have the family well. But the most important thing is family.
But why then, I'll ask the follow-up question. Why then would somebody who's got a successful career not be able to sustain a successful family? This is why, like I said, it doesn't always work the same for everyone. You find somebody with no career having a very nice, loving family.
You can have a career, but that career makes you not available to the family. Physical availability is the most important thing.
But you'll be financially available.
Financially available. Your finances at times they put the percentage into the family, but your presence is got another percentage as well. So you have to fulfill both.
Half the time, I think, like he's saying, physical presence is what matters the most, I think, because family is all about creating memories. You know, the moment you don't share any memories with the best people called family, then there is no family to talk about, so to speak. So if your career would take you from one point to another while you're making millions and sending back to the family in court, right, the family where you are not present yourself, then that family might not stand. You might find out that umfazi yagcina esele deputy husband.
Is when we voyage.
What's a family?
Is that still a family?
What's a family? Is that union, that gathering of your kids and your wife and yourself and your immediate relatives and your immediate friends. That's the family. Okay. Now if you are with that family away in Blawayo and you are in Mozambique, in Maputo, then there's no longer a family. Your marriage is the most important thing, which is financed by your career. Both are important, but what is important most is the family. And you should know when you are doing your family, you are stable, you should be with your family always, with a better career to sponsor the family.
Is it fortunate or unfortunate that I'm speaking from a position of somebody who's experienced both, or who is experiencing both marriage and career, right? Or somebody who's in a career and also in a marriage, or vice versa. If you were to ask me, if I had married the time that I got married, or if I had known what awaited in terms of balancing career and I would have taken a bit longer to marry and first establish a career, such that at the end of the day, the competition between career, a career you have to build it. For myself, the kind of career that I'm pursuing, it requires that I really, if I leave a pen on it desk yami a month, I totally looking at move on, because everything that I do builds onto my career. So I know it will be that delicate, the balancing act. I would have probably maybe taken 5 more years before I could marry. Career always comes first. It should come first, because you have to figure out how you are going to, as Umtara said, how you are going to take care of family. Right? When you're thinking of career, you're not thinking of the formal. Whether you decide to go to the vegetable market, you should figure that out first, so that at the end of the day you have what it takes to raise a family.
I also spoke to Brian Ngosi. I just spoke to him to find out from his professional, from his life coaching, from his motivational speaking view, what it takes for a man to make decisions based on pursuing a career or building a relationship. What goes first? Can you pursue a career, then start a family? Or can you balance these two and operate with both extremes simultaneously?
And you need to understand that we are doing this in the context of the 21st century man, who is also in a patriarchal society, where the bulk of the decisions and responsibility still lies on what man brings to the family table. And as such, it is important to contextualize the decision, understanding that man still bears the brunt of what the family eats, what the family enjoys. And as such, it has been my observation over the few years that I've interacted with society, that when called to make a decision between their romantic relationships and their careers, men tend to bend towards making the best of their careers. This is to establish themselves, on the contrary, between what women tend to do in society, where women want to have an appreciation of who they are before they settle. So in terms of careers, you would appreciate that it's more to do with a man building an empire and settling down. But between the ages of 40s into the 50s, there tends to be a shift now where men want to look more into their families, want to look more into their relationships, because they will have something to fight for and they have a lot to lose in that regard. So between young men and older men, you notice that difference, that the career, yes, means a lot. And this is where you scroll through the job descriptions, where you scroll through what the job offers you for you to be able to become someone in life. But as you go beyond the age of 40, it now becomes a case of what you have to protect. So your relationships then would mean a lot for you.
Interesting thoughts from the gentleman that joined us today. I still believe that the career must come first, because if you don't have a career, then what are you building? Where are you going to get the income to provide for those people that you are bringing into your life? Because I have always said that I will try by all means not to drag somebody's child into my life if I cannot provide, for them and make sure that their lifestyle is sustained. But it would be interesting to hear your views, because as one of our guests said, there is no one size fits all to this problem or to this situation that we find ourselves in. And one thing will work for some and the other will not work for others. So that's all we had for today. And I hope that we can carry on this and other conversations in the future. Feel free to get in touch. Let us know what you think. And it would be so amazing to hear your thoughts and also your experiences. My name is Emmanuel, and until next time, stay safe and make sure that you balance, if ever it's possible, between your career and your family. You need this.
Join us next week on the Men's Conference. For your views, comments, and questions, catch us on the following social media platforms. Facebook, Men's Conference Podcast. On Twitter, @conference_pod. Instagram, Men's Conference Podcast 01. Or you can send a WhatsApp to 0719-711-298. The Men's Conference, the ultimate guide to guy wisdom.